TVs have always been big news at CES, and this year was no surprise, to be honest. We thought we'd see a lot more Ultra HD, and we did. I think where it's getting interesting is Ultra HD is finally dropping in price a little bit. I mean, July last year, the cheapest one you could get in Australia was $5,000. You can now pick one up for $1,000. So that's quite a plummet in a very short period of time. The great question with Ultra HD content, or 4K as some people call it, what are you watching on it? Because there is no real content for it at the moment.
In fact, so far, we've got the Hobbit shot in high definition, ultra high definition.
Ultra high definition, yeah. The problem is getting that into a home situation. So the file sizes are so big, no one's actually come up with a good way for you to actually play it at home. So we're talking about upscaling and various kind of possibly USB sticks that you plug in, and that's why you saw Reed Hastings, who's the CEO of Netflix, the quite famous video on-demand service in the US. He was on stage with a lot of different people talking about how they're planning to actually broadcast in 4K, so you'll be able to stream your 4K content directly.
Critical factor. I think they're talking about Sochi and perhaps Brazil's World Cup being potentials for broadcast in that format.
A lot of this stuff, sport pushes these new formats to a large degree because it's a fairly universal concept. People around the world love watching sport, so it's a great way. In fairness, though, we thought 3D would be pushed by sport, and certainly in the UK, a lot of the broadcasters put a lot of money into filming their stuff in 3D for live 3D broadcasts that never went anywhere.
In fact, 3D television is something that gets cited by people as saying, well, it's an idea that never really took off. And I know with television, you go around the country, you see the old boxy CRTVs sitting on grass verges around the country with signs on them, still works. A flat screen TVs though about to join them on the grass verge, because of course now we've got these curved TVs becoming available.
The curved TVs are interesting. Just late last year we had 2 different curved models available in Australia. CES has brought out a whole bunch of different ones, including, quite bizarrely, 2 different ones where you adjust the curvature using your remote. So it's not a set curve, you flex it in and out as you require. I'm yet to be sold, if I'm being perfectly honest. I feel like this is a bit of a solution still searching for a problem. But the idea is, and there's some research coming out that suggests that the curvature, because it mimics the human eye, provides a more immersive experience, if you will. I don't know.
That's probably good in a home cinema situation. That would probably be good. But for most of us, we have the TV on in the family room. There's lots of activity. If you curve the screen, it actually narrows your viewing area.
That's what I've found, to be honest. I mean, if you are able to sit directly in the middle of where a curved TV will be, on your own, sounds perfect, it's actually great. But no one does that. Your TV's up on a slight angle. The couch is over here. You've got to get up and move around. You're trying to keep an eye on the TV while putting sort of, some things over here. It never works the way people want it to work.
Life is imperfect, isn't it? Now, talk us through wearable tech, because there's been lots happening there as well.
That's just gone overboard too. Like, I think if there was a surprise out of CES, it was just how much commitment people were throwing into wearable tech. At the moment, there seems to be 2 kind of camps for wearable tech. It either straps to your wrist or you wear it on your head. And I think a lot of the head-mounted stuff has come out of the joy of Google Glass and how excited everyone got over that. So we've seen a lot of variations on that. And in fairness, rarely as elegant as Google Glass. I have to give them that. That looks a bit silly, but it's not sort of, some of these ones that look like you've got a Commodore 64 mounted to the side of your glasses. What's been interesting is, some of that stuff is meant to be for augmented reality. So you're looking at the world, but you're getting an overlay or information. Some of them aren't. Some of them are just meant to replace a TV or a computer monitor. And there's a fabulous one that I'm a bit in love with called Avangant Glyph. And what it is, it's just replaces your computer monitor or your TV, you strap it over your head, but it directly projects the image onto your retina.
Wow.
So if you're a glasses wearer like me, you can actually not have to wear your glasses while it's on, because it bypasses any of your kind of ocular distortion.
So do you have a device actually strapped onto your head while you're doing this?
It straps onto your head. It kind of looks like you've got your headphones but tilted them so the band is over here. It's a little bit sci-fi, a little bit Geordie LaForge, but it's just one of those nice little gadgets. I think it's really cute.
Stay seated when you're using it, unlike our smartphones. Absolutely. So what else have we got? We've got some smartwatches as well.
Smartwatches, definitely. And they've been out for quite a while. I think there was the Samsung Galaxy Gear, Sony's onto its 2nd or 3rd iteration. Pebble, of course, was a very famous one that came via Kickstarter. What we're starting to see now is some of the fitness trackers merge a little bit with the smartwatches. So LG had something called the LifeBand Touch, And the idea is it's a normal fitness tracker, but it's got a touch OLED screen that lets you get sort of notifications from your phone. You can find out who's calling, say no to the call, control your music via it. And I think that little bit of convergence where they're useful on multiple levels is where it's really going to end out. And then you saw some absolutely bizarre ones that I never would have expected, like a pair of in-ear earbuds that monitors your heart rate and oxygen usage while you're exercising.